All right, so improbably, the Minnesota Twins finished the night in first place by half a game. I sure did not see this coming. Um, I have a video from, I guess it would be almost 2 weeks ago now, the end of the Twins White Sox series in Chicago, where the Twins lost 3 or 4, and I'm ripping them because I'm like they just blew the division. I don't know what they were down at that point, but they were down I think at least 3 games and didn't have the tiebreaker, so it was like okay, we're screwed. But then a funny thing happened. Um, that weekend, Twins stayed in Chicago, took 2 out of 3 from the Cubs. White Sox, I don't know if it was road or home, but they lost 2 out of 3 to Cincinnati. And now, this week, the White Sox have been beaten 3 in a row by Cleveland, 2 straight walk-offs, and the Twins took care of business and got 2 wins against Detroit. Neither one was easy. Even this one tonight wasn't easy. They were up 6-0 and did 7-6. And yet here we are. This would be really improbable. This wouldn't be quite as improbable as 2009, because 2009 I think they were down 3 with 4 to go, and no team had ever come back from that deficit with those games left. But this would be pretty remarkable to, especially when it's very strongly going one way and then immediately to flip. Because now, like, the White Sox have lost, what would that be? 5 out of 6, and the Twins have won 4 out of 5. So, and the Twins have a really good shot. I think the Twins have to win out for sure, just to be really, really safe. And the Twins play Cincinnati, who beat the White Sox, and the Reds might need those games this weekend for their own playoff live. But the games are here, and 2 of the games we got Barrios and Pineda pitching. I don't know. I mean, it's a TBD, I would assume, for Sunday, depending on whether or not the game actually matters. And the White Sox play the Cubs, and the Cubs. Well, first the White Sox still have to play the Indians one more time tomorrow, to make up that extra half game one way or the other, you know. So hopefully they lose that. That would be nice, a 4-game sweep. But then they play the Cubs, and the Cubs still have something to play for. They haven't quite clinched the division yet, I don't think, because I think the Cardinals still could catch them. So they're going to need to play those games too. So it seems unlikely that the White Sox would sweep. So, I mean, they got a good shot here. And they are like 2.5 up on the Yankees now for home field. So I guess as a fallback, if they don't get the division, they could still at least have home field. They could even end up, maybe, if they do win the division, they could even end up maybe with the number 1 seed, which would be crazy. But they're really close behind. I think Tampa is still the number 1. But yeah, I mean, this really came out of nowhere, because I really had written it off for the division after that White Sox series. But it's all flipped immediately. Like, and of course you look back, like the Twins should have fucking won at least one more game in that series, and then the Twins would really be sitting pretty right now because they'd have the tiebreaker. But so that's the one trick here, is they got to finish ahead of the White Sox. It's not as simple as just you can finish tied with them. But I think they got a shot, because I think I would be shocked if they don't at least take 2 out of 3 from the Reds. So, but their magic number is 4, so they need, combination of their own wins and White Sox losses, and that's doable, I think. I got irrationally excited when I saw that the Indians got the walk-off tonight. It was just following on the phone, and I see home run. get up and kind of almost like run around the room. I didn't exactly run around the room, but I almost did. But yeah, I mean, fuck, these are as good as playoff games. I mean, they matter. I mean, I know the Twins said all the things about, oh, we just want to get in and take our chances, but I think they know that, boy, if they win this division, they're really in a good spot to have a shot to not just win maybe a series, but maybe a couple series. Because as far as the Yankees go, the Yankees don't regularly beat anyone in the playoffs except for the Twins. Lots of other teams can beat the Yankees in the playoffs. So, like, the hitting has picked up a little bit. They haven't. I mean, they're not at 2019 levels, but they're better. They've improved at least. They're pretty regularly getting in the 5, 6, 7 run area, and pitching has been very good, and bullpen has been very good, and they certainly have a shot. And I'm I'm very excited about this, even though according to certain people on Reddit, I hate the Twins because I dare to say I don't want them to play the Yankees. That means I hate the Twins. I'm not sure how that works, but hey, that's social media for you. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting weekend because worst case scenario, the Twins go into the weekend exactly tied with the White Sox. And we're going to have some playoff games, even if they're not playoff games. And then some real playoff games. And hopefully a lot of playoff games. I think they got a shot. So, we will see.